This is the plaintiff, Deirdre Ross. She says she was walking her Shih Tzu Bishop when the defendant's pit bull charged them and jumped on her and her dog, jaws a-snapping. Blood was everywhere, and it was coming from her and her dog. She had to seek medical attention. Her ring had to be cut off of her hand, and her poor dog was bitten on the testicles. The defendant owes big time, and she's here to get the $1,250 she's due. This is the defendant, Mike Herman. He says the plaintiff caused this harm because she didn't listen to him. If she had, all of this could have been avoided. The plaintiff and her 250-pound husband were acting hysterical, and his dog couldn't hear his commands to heel. His dog's a well-trained guard dog. He has signs posted all around, and he owes nothing. He's accused of failing to communicate with his dog.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Deirdre Ross,
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
suing Mike Herman
Yes, ma'am.
for $1,250 in damages to you and to your dog because, according to you, his dog attacked your dog and you got injured in the process.
Yes,
what
ma'am.
happened?
On May 25th, around about 6 o'clock, I was taking my dog out, walking around the neighborhood. I live on Sackman, and I was walking down Power Street at the time. And this pit bull came running out of a lot. It was a gate, a shopping cart, and a rusted lock. Mr. Herman stated that he seen me coming. And I said, well, if you seen me coming, why didn't you restrain your dog who wasn't on a leash, didn't have a muzzle, and was in the lot with him?
What's the lot?
I have pictures,
Is it
Your
his
Honor.
yard? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm not sure. He lives around the corner.
And then the dog got out of the lot?
Yes.
But the lot has a gate around it?
Oh, well, if that's what you want to call.
I don't know. I don't want to call it anything. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Well, it's a
You want to
gate.
explain it to me?
It's a gate, and I can show you pictures.
Yes,
I'm
please
the,
show me
I'm the
pictures.
super for some properties.
Okay.
And I have like 5 units on Liberty and 2 on Powell.
Okay.
So there's like a backyard behind, and there's a lot next to it.
Okay. That
that
belongs to the properties that you're a super for, or no?
No, it's actually, it belongs to the next property
Okay,
going
what were you
down
and your
Powell.
dog doing on that property?
Well, it's all kind of open, and like I said,
There's no gate around it? There's no fence
there's a
around it?
fence on the sidewalk side.
Okay, were you inside the I'm trying to figure out.
I was inside the fence.
Doing what?
I was just standing there with my dog. He runs
Letting your dog run around?
Yeah, he runs around in the backyard.
Okay, and because it's fenced in. So it's like a little
fenced
dog
in.
run, but it's not the property you're allowed to be on.
Well, technically no, but
Technically, no. You think the owner might have a word or two to say about this?
No, they don't
You
really
have a
care
pit bull?
because it's a pit bull German Shepherd mix.
Okay, and so what happened? The dog got out?
The dog got out, and
How did the dog get out?
he got through the fence, and I was right over the fence behind the dog. Now, her husband had the dog, and
His dog.
his
Their
dog, he
dog.
had picked it up.
What kind of dog do you have?
A Shih Tzu.
A Shih Tzu. Okay. And let me hear from you first. How did it happen? What happened?
We was walking. His dog came out of the lot that allegedly supposed to have a protective gate around it. But as you
Not
can
so
see,
much.
as you can see in the pictures, a shopping cart, a rusty chain, and an open space, so it's easy for the dog to get out.
Okay.
Yes, I was screaming and yelling, "Please help! Somebody get the dog!" I had difficulties trying to pick up my
Oh,
dog.
there's a gap of about 1.5 feet.
I had
it's-
difficulties in trying to pick up my dog, Your Honor.
didn't pick up the
and-
dog.
and-
Hold
Your
on.
husband
Hey, hold on.
I'm sorry. My bad.
You're not in someone else's backyard.
I'm sorry.
Now you're in my courtroom.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I had difficulties in trying to pick up my dog and then restrain his dog off of me and my dog. So my partner at the time grabbed my dog, and he's trying to hold the dog up. My dog. His dog is attacking him, trying to get
Wait,
to
you're
the
using
dog.
too many pronouns. The pit bull is attacking your partner.
Right, with my
And
dog.
your partner has your dog where?
In his arms trying to get around. We're
Okay.
moving, trying to get around, because
Okay.
his dog is off the leash, and he's all over the place.
Okay. And
So
what happens?
at that time, I'm yelling. He's standing there telling me, just stand there, just stand there. Don't move. I said, how can I stand here and your dog is attacking me? Blood is everywhere. How can I stand here?
Okay, whose blood was everywhere?
It was my dog's blood and my blood.
Why? What happened to you?
My finger was cut or bitten. I found out later it was a dog bite. I wasn't really too concerned about me. I didn't know where the blood was coming from my dog. He stated to me, "I'm sorry this happened. Take your dog and have your dog checked out. Whatever the expenses may be, whether it's cab fare, your doctor fee, the dog fee, I have it. Bring me back all the documentation after you finish taking care of everything, and I'll take care of the bill."
Okay, so you took your dog to the vet.
Yes.
And what was wrong with your dog?
He had
What did they do? Show me the vet bill.
pictures of the ring that was cut off of my hand.
A ring cut off your hand? Tell me about that.
My hand had swelling up, and I had to go to the doctor. The doctor told me I had to go and have the ring cut off and then come back and be treated. Here's a picture of my
Okay,
finger.
so your dog didn't need stitches, but he needed treatment. Your dog, a he or she?
It's a boy.
Okay, he needed treatment for
Yes.
a wound.
Right.
Okay, so now let me ask you a question, Mr. Herman. Tell me from your perspective what it is that happened. I need to see your bills as well from your. Okay.
Okay, basically, I know the lady from the neighborhood. Our first contact that we met was sometime last summer. She was walking in front of my house on Liberty Avenue, and my dog popped the gate open and went after her. And I came right out behind, and I said, she picked up her dog, and I said, "Don't move, so I can get my dog. Just don't move." And she stood still. She didn't move. I was able to grab my dog, bring him back inside. There was no problem. Then, like a month ago, when this happened, like I said, I saw them coming up. When I saw my dog, like, going through the fence, I looked. The dog is a security dog. He has a perimeter around the property. If you cross that perimeter, he doesn't care if you cross it by a foot or 10 feet. He's going to go after you. That's his job.
I don't understand. What perimeter of what property? You're not on your property. You're on someone else's property.
No, but
You're technically trespassing or
Well,
legally trespassing.
right next
But what
to-
is he protecting? Somebody else's property that you hang out at?
no, right next to where this lot is, I have two driveways.
Where was she? Was she somewhere
was-
other
they-
than public property?
No, they were walking up Powell.
So they're walking past the street. So the
They're
dog
walking down the
perceives
street.
his job to attack anybody who walks on the street.
No, if they cross a certain line.
What's the
And
line that they cross?
My driveways, right next to
So
the
if they
lot.
pass
right
your
next to the lot.
driveway on the street.
No, if they cross, like, coming into the driveway towards the houses. If they just walk down the sidewalk, he's fine. He doesn't go after
I'm not
people.
understanding. Are you saying that they were walking onto your property?
The dog actually was on one of those, like, little, like, extended leashes. You know, it's like a handle, and, like, the dog can, like, it's a long string.
Retractable leash.
Yeah, okay. The dog actually went, like, a foot or two onto my driveway.
Okay.
That's why
so
the
their
dog
dog
went
went
after
a
him.
foot or two onto your driveway,
Onto
and
my
your dog
driveway.
is leashless in a place that has a gap.
But if
Just a second.
Okay.
A 1.5 foot gap, so it's not even really secure. But when your dog looks down and sees a Shih Tzu on a retractable leash go a 1.5 foot into your driveway, I want to make sure I understand. Then he was protecting your driveway.
He's protecting
right
the
now. Were
property.
you a 1.5 foot into his driveway, by the way?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And is there a reason why you never mentioned the Shih Tzu being a 1.5 foot in your driveway ever until this moment? Because it's not in your statement.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey 11 here. So, are pit bulls more dangerous than other dogs?
I don't believe so. I believe a dog is all about the training and the owner.
That's weird, though, because why are so many owners of pit bulls then so bad? Because we have more pit bull attacks than other attacks.
Well, they are an aggressive breed in general, but I don't know that it has to do with the owners, but with training, they can be safe.
But then you're saying that inherently they're more vicious, but they can be trained not to be.
Absolutely.
Interesting. I'm not sure I buy it, though. Going inside the courtroom.
Even the dog I'm saying it came onto the property, but when her husband picked up the dog, I told him, "Don't move so I can grab the dog." And then this big 250-pound dude starts twirling around like a freaking ballerina, screaming like a little girl. So, I mean, I'm sorry that the dog got bit, but if
everybody
somebody had
just
video- if
listened
somebody
to
had
you
just
when your pit
videotaped-
bull repeatedly gets out, if everyone just listened to you and did what you said, then these stupid people wouldn't get hurt when your pit bull repeatedly gets out without a leash. Have I got it?
This could have been avoided.
Of course it could have been avoided. Let me tell you how it could have been avoided, Mr. Herman, if you had control of your dog and didn't let him roam free in the neighborhood. Look at me when I'm talking to you. That's how it could have been avoided.
He doesn't roam free.
Right, yes. If someone bound and gagged you and shipped you to another country, it could have been avoided. But nobody did that. There's many ways it could have been avoided, but the most logical one is that you have control of your pit bull. That's the one that's not happening, but not for you. For you, the most logical alternative of how this could have been avoided is if someone else doesn't do what they have a right to do, which is live. They don't have a right to walk. They don't have a right to have their dog on a leash in existence near your pit bull where you don't have control over him.
I have control over the dog.
No,
and like I said, if the guy didn't twirl around,
this is it, Douglas. This is what drives me nuts.
I could have came up and just grabbed the dog, and we wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here. The other way we wouldn't be here. If you weren't a jerk, we wouldn't be here. If you had control of your dog, we wouldn't be here. Okay? What ended up happening to you when you went to the emergency room?
I was told to have the ring cut off.
They cut the ring off in the emergency room?
No.
No what? What happened to you in the emergency room?
I wound up going to my private doctor.
You weren't even.
And he had stopped talking. And he had the ring cut off.
And he told me to go and have the ring cut off.
How did you get the ring cut off?
I went to this place and they cut it off my hand.
What's this place?
A jewelry store, because no one wanted to be liable because how my hand was infected.
Do you have a picture of your hand infected?
Yes, I do.
Is this it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead.
And when he stated that that he had pulled off his dog, it wasn't me. It wasn't my dog. It was my neighbor. Here's a picture of her Shih Tzu.
Wait, what are you talking about?
When he stated...
You mean the prior time he's talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
The only incident that he had
What happened with that Shih Tzu? Yeah, it's a little dog. It's fresh meat for your dog.
I have a letter from that owner explaining that same incident that he's talking about, and here's a picture of my dog and her dog together, because this is who I was going to mate my dog with. And I have other letters stating about Mr. Herman and his dog being loosed and running around the neighborhood.
Do you have proof of the cab fares you're suing for?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Based on what is in front of me and what I have heard, with which I am supremely unimpressed, okay? I find in your favor in the amount of everything except for the cab fares that you have no proof for.
Thank you,
That's
Your
my
Honor.
verdict, $1,115. Verdict for the plaintiff. Restrain your dog. It's not your world.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed day.
Let's see what the defendant has to say coming out of there. What's your reaction to the outcome of this case?
I think it's both. She didn't really listen to me. If the guy didn't move, I have signs all over. Everybody knows about the dog.
She heard that.
Everybody knows about the dog. If the
heard
dog
that.
didn't come into my driveway, we wouldn't be here.
The dog's dangerous.
The dog's not dangerous. The dog plays with all my neighbors' kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I mean, it's ridiculous. Let her do what she wants. You know, I'm done.
So you think the people in the neighborhood should be trained to understand that they need to stand still?
No,
right?
but the people know about the dog. It's just, you know, they know about the dog. And when I moved there 2 years ago, they didn't mind when they kicked out all the crackheads in the neighborhood. That was fine, but now, you know, I'm done. I'm done.
All right, right around the corner there. All right, so step on in here. Judge sees it your way. You win this case. Step on up a little bit. What's your feeling in the outcome?
No weapon that's formed against me shall prosper. He was wrong, and he knew he was wrong, and he wanted to go through all of this just to make himself look good.
Oh, you think he looked good?
No, I don't. Not at all. He thought so.
Mm-hmm. His property that this dog is protecting, what is it? Just a normal property? Is this like a police precinct or something?
No.
What is it?
He has nothing. He was standing in a lot with a bunch of trash with his dog, and he blended right in with the trash and his dog.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, if you have a vicious animal in your neighborhood, pit bull or otherwise, and the owner won't deal with the animal, what you should do is call your local Department of Animal Control. They can come in, take action, and if necessary, remove the dog. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.